RD, Sir Pakanan, total nandito ka na rin lang, no? Nung mga presentation ni Governor Dolor, nandito kami, si mismong kilala niyo si Governor Dolor? RD?
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair and the distinguished honorable senators of the Senate. Yes po, I confirm I know Governor Dolor.
Nakakausap niyo po siya dahil kayo po ba ang regional director naging provincial director ba kayo or RD na kayo ng Region 4B?
I am the regional director po, Your Honor.
So nakakausap niyo po siya?
I confirm that nakakausap ko siya as a regional director of the Region 4B
Kasi
on
po
my official capacity po.
Kasi nung hearing po dito, nag-present po siya, pinakita niya yung mga ghost projects at substandard projects, no? Particularly dyan sa Oriental Mindoro, sa Nauhan, na nabanggit ko kanina, ito ay talagang swampy, talagang siguro mas familiar ka doon na itong area to, talagang matubig, no? Do you confirm na itong area to talagang mababa at matubig?
Your Honor, can I confirm with my lawyer before I answer? Yes, Your Honor, I confirm that that particular river is really swampy and the flood is...
Kumbaga kahit na anong lagay ng ilang semento ay buhos natin dyan, talagang hindi natin matatanggal ang baha dyan. Mismo alam ko, naalala ko noon, then Secretary of DOJ, si Ombudsman nagsabi na swampy town daw yung no? Sa investigasyon nila, yung Nauhan. Tama ho ba?
Senator JB, excuse me. Matanong ko lang, bakit ba kayo nakatalukbong? Hindi naman kayo testigo. Matanong ko lang, bakit po kailangan naka-hood kayo at saka nakatakip?
Personal request ko po. Yes, Mr. Chairman, because this might set a precedent for all other witnesses we will call here. They will request that their faces be covered. He is a public government employee. Bakit siya nagtatago?
And a resource person, not a witness.
That was the question I was raising kanina, Mr. Chair. Hindi pala tayo nagkaintindihan. Bakit nakatakip yung mukha ni Ginoong Pakanan?
Akala ko naman, si Maria sa si Joy.
Your Honor, it's my request po as the good chair stated a while ago for my protection po and security po.
Pero nasa kulungan ka na ngayon, you're in detention right now, di ba? Aren't you in detention already?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman, I don't see the basis for his request. I do not see it as valid. How can he? Maybe he's protecting himself from shame. Baka nahihiya siya dun sa mga kasamahan niya o kung sino kaya ayaw maipakita yung kanyang...
Ano talaga ang dahilan bakit kayo nakatakip? Ako, nakita ko lang isang posibleng dahilan. Baka sa future mga police lineup, makilala kayo. Is that it? Or any other reason?
The main reason, Mr. Chair, I am begging the indulgence of all the good senator for my protection since the case is already pending before the Sindigan-Bayan and there's no judgment over it. So I'll be incriminated by whatever action against me.
So, natatakot ka na baka ito public hearing, meron makakilala sa iyo at magreklamo pa laban sa iyo dahil nakilala ka? Ganun ba yun?
No, Your Honor. In fact, Your Honor, andito po ako to honor your subpoena.
Yeah, I know that.
Opo.
Ang tanong namin, hindi yung presence mo, bakit ka tama si Senator Pangilinan, It could set a bad precedent Baka lahat ng witnesses namin, resource person, nakatalukbong. At hindi namin papayagan, unfair yun.
Your Honor, I will comply naman po kung ano po ang sasabihin.
I think,
ninyo.
that's the ruling of the chair. Kindly expose your face. Please continue, Senator JB.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Gaya na kanina sabi ko, RD, no? RD Pakanan. Nagpunta rito si Governor Bons Dulor, may presentation siya. Pinakita niya yung mga substandard at ghost projects doon sa region, sa kanyang probinsya. At nagkausap daw kayo dahil yung kanyang ito nireklamo. Ang sabi mo raw kay Governor Dulor ay merong kasing porsyento na napupunta sa taas kaya nagiging ghost project o naging substandard ang ilang proyekto sa iyong nasasakupan. Tama ko ba yun?
Honor, again, I could confirm my lawyer before answering it.
Witness ko po siya eh.
Okay. Your Honor, with the guidance of my lawyers, first, hindi po totoo yun. Secondly, Governor Dolor is also a witness against me. So there's a pending case already filed against me. So it will be incriminating on my part. So I respectfully, Your Honor.
So yung sinasabi mo, yung sinasabi ni Governor Dolor ay hindi totoo. Sinabi mo na una na hindi totoo yung sinabi niya.
Your Honor, again, I am invoking my constitutional right, respectfully invoking my constitutional right.
So yung sinabi niya na sinabi mo raw na may 25% na napupunta sa taas, 5% para sa parking fee at 12% na iba pang nadadaanan para sa proyekto. So ibig sabihin 42% na ang napupunta sa kickback sa yung region, 48% na lang naititira sa project mismo. So yan yung kanyang computation na nanggaling daw sa iyo. Sagutin, siguro pwede mo sagutin ito. Nasa sa yan. Pero yan ang kanyang nilahad na nangyayari kaya nagkakaroon ng ghost at mga substandard projects doon po sa Oriental Mindoro.
Mr. Chair, again, there's already a pending case before the Sandigan Bayan. I am respectfully invoking my right against self-incrimination.
Okay.
You can continue to refuse, but you can continue.
But anyway, you can continue to refuse, no? Kasi, pero sabi mo nga sub judice na yan, pero gusto ko lang tanungin, dahil ito yung nanggaling po kay Governor Dolor at sinasabing ito po yung alam nyo, no? Lahat ba ng proyekto sa inyong rehiyon ay ganyan, ang hatian, 25% sa proponent, 5% parking fee at 12% para sa iba pang opisyal ng DP.
Again, Your Honor, I respectfully invoke my right.
Well, sa akin lang, Mr. Chair, this is a legislative inquiry. No? I just don't know kung talagang sub judice po ito, pero we want to find out the modus. In the same manner that nung una pong sumalang ang district, First District of Engineering District ng Bulacan, inalam natin yung modus at yung proseso para malaman natin na hindi na ito maulit. Pero sige po, hanggat ngayon, parang nabaliwalay yung pagpunta rito dahil ayaw nyo sumagot. Pero just the same, para lang alam ng publiko na ito ay nanggaling sa gobernador mismo ng Oriental Mindoro at sinabi na ito po ang modus na nangyari. Kaya nagkaroon ng maraming substandard projects doon po sa kanyang lugar. Mr. Chair, Congressman Toby Tiangco testified before the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee on September 8 that Congressman Saldico was the proponent of about 3.5 billion worth of GN-funded flood projects in 2035 for Oriental Mindoro. Lumabas na naman sa balita na halos SunWest at Hi-To ni Saldico ang kontraktor ng mga proyekto sa probinsya ng Oriental Mindoro. Sa mga nalalaman natin na mga modo sa Bulacan Engineering District, Gusto ko lang tanungin kung may direct po ba kayong linya, RD Gerard Pacanan, kay Congressman Saldico para maipasok ang mga project sa region nyo. Dahil kayong RD, nasabi nyo na rin kanina, na bilang inyong dahil kayo po ay on official capacity, nakakausap nyo yung mga kailangan makausap dyan. So nakakausap nyo ba't meron ba kayong direct ng linya kay Congressman Saldico?
Your Honor, again, Saldico is also an accused and there's a pending case. So I respectfully invoke my right against self-incrimination.
Pero po yung SunWest Corporation at yung pong High Tone Construction Corporation, ito po ang majority na nakakuha ng proyekto sa inyong region. No, ilang bilyon po ang kanilang nakuha mga proyekto na na-identified na kung di substandard ay ghost. So, pamilyar ka ba sa High Tone Corporation, Construction Corporation at SunWest Corporation?
Again, Your Honor, those construction firm are also subject of the case. And again, I respectfully invoke my right against self-incrimination.
Anyway, Mr. Chair, kaya ako po tinatanong to, no? Dahil gusto natin malaman kung ganito ba yung pare-parehong nangyayaring scheme. Ganito yung nangyari sa First Engineering District sa Bulacan. Ayaw lang sumagot ni RD Pacanan, pero kung ganito rin sa Mindoro. At siguro, just for the record, Mr. Chair, may ilang distrito na biglang lumobo from the NEP. For example, Occidental Mindoro, yung pong NEP nila ng 2025, 2.533 billion. Yung GAA, naging 20.99 billion. So, almost 17.5 billion ang inangat. Yung Oriental Mindoro, from 1.5 billion NEP 2025, yung GAA po, naging 20.795 billion. So, halos from 1.5 billion to 20.7 billion. Ito pong nasasakupan. Meron pa, Southern Mindoro, from 1.4 billion, naging 8.999 billion. So, RD Pacanan, ito po yung mga District Engineering Office na nasasakupan mo, Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, and Southern Mindoro. Tama ho ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Do you confirm na ganito kalaki ang nilobon from National Expenditure Program na tagto 2.5 billion, 1.5 billion, naging more than 20 billion yung bawat distrito? Alam niyo ba ito?
I cannot categorically confirm because I don't have the exact figure, Your Honor. I mean, Mr. Chair.
Saan nangyari yan?
So saan nangyari? Paano nyo hindi, pero alam nyo, ito yung inyong distrito, pwede nyo bang i-recall yan sa susunod? Subukan nyo po na, kung alam nyo po na ganun ang nilobo ng inyo pong mga distritong hawak na ganun kalaki. Bakit ho ganun kalaki? Alam nyo, hindi ba kayo nagtataka na napakalaki? Buti kung, Mr. Che, kung nadagdagan lang ng halimbawa, 1.5 billion, nadagdagan ng ilang daang milyon, pero ito, from 1.5 billion to 20 billion. From 2 billion, 2.5 billion to 20.999 billion. Hindi ba kayo nagtaka? Bakit ganun?
Mr. Chair, first po, kami DPWH po is just an implementing agency po. So, whatever funds po na nasa GAA, we will implement it po.
Sige po.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
bago
Senate President.
mo iwanan.
Senate President Trigonoes.
Yes, bago mo iwanan yun. So sa NEP yan, Your Honor, sa NEP yung 1.something billion.
Yes, Mr. Senate President, yung Occidental Mindoro, 2.53 billion. Oriental Mindoro is 1.508 billion. Southern Mindoro is 1.472 billion.
Sa NEP yan.
Sa NEP po. Apo.
Okay, pagdating sa GAA,
Yung Occidental
20 billion
Mindoro,
na.
naging 20 billion na ho. Dalawang 20 billion at isang 8.9 billion.
saan, anong year yan?
2025.
2025. Ito nga, ito last year's budget. So, ang tanong, saan nangyari yan? Sa GAB ng House, sa GAB ng Senate, o sa BICAM? Would the DPH be able to answer that? You were Secretary of DPWH then, former Secretary Bonoan. So yung NEP, alam mo yung NEP, yun yung,
Yes, sir.
no? Oh, saan nangyari na pagdating sa'yo sa GAA, 20 billion na yung mga proyektong yun?
Yes, Your Honor. We noted that actually, that after the GAA has been passed, actually, yun ang allocation nila.
So yung nga, insertion, ano? Congressional
BICAM.
insertion. Would you know kung sa BICAM o kung saan nangyari yan?
It's small. Sa akin lang, Mr. Chair, I think because when we presented the budget sa NEP to House, nakapasa. Pumunta kami sa Senate, NEP pa rin po yung pinasa namin.
Yun pa rin.
Yung pa rin, nakapasa. But
So
then
sa
after the BICAM, ganun na po yung ano.
Sa BICAM na dagdag. Ayun. O, yun ang what we were trying to prevent from happening in 2026 and in the future. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Senator JB, ano lang, makabat in lang, and I'd like to get the opinion of the DOJ. RD Pacanya, if you think your testimony will be indispensable to convict the more guilty personalities, have you considered applying to be a witness? And I'd like to get the opinion of the DOJ kung too late na ba si Gerard Pacanya to apply kasi nasa korte na yung kanyang kaso. Pakanan.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, this is a case which was handled and investigated by the Office of the Ombudsman. So we are not privy to the details. But if the question is if he can still apply under
No,
the
policy question.
Yeah.
Not necessarily pertaining to him.
if a witness is already charged in court, he can still avail of the opportunity to be discharged as a state witness. But this will have to be done under a different manner. This will be done by discharge under Rule 119 of the Rules of Court. And this will have to be with the court's approval. Yung discharge po yung sa amin po kasi under the Witness Protection Program, drop ka na kaagad sa information po.
Correct. And the court, it is up to the court to discharge him
Yes, Your
as
yes.
a state witness.
Yes, Mr. Chair. A motion will have to be filed by the prosecution asking for the discharge with the court, and then the court will evaluate the statement of the applicant.
And more often than not, basta in-applyan ng or pinetition ng prosecutor, more often than not, ina-approve ng korte, di ba? Pero your experience,
Yeah, from my experience, Mr. Chair, as a general rule, yes, but there are also certain instances when the court refuses.
so I think that's something that you have to think about, ano? Director, RD, if you're willing. Kasi ang habol natin dito, the more guilty. No? Kasi kung less guilty siya, at the outset, he may qualify to be discharged. Ano? Of course, the court will decide. So think it over. Unless you want to continue to cover up for anybody or desidido ka ng labanan yung kaso mo.
Mr. Chairman, just a manifestation very quickly.
Can he answer first?
Okay. Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, I appreciate your concern. Very much appreciated po. But I have to confer with my lawyers.
Sleep over it.
Yeah. Thank you po.
Senator Pangilinan.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, he's again covering his face. Can we instruct the resource person to remove his mask and the headgear? Let's respect the Senate, not the senators. The Senate is an institution. Thank you. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, if I may continue. Tanong ko lang, no, since this is in aid of legislation, ang notorious talaga na nalaman natin talaga yung first engineering district sa Bulacan and itong Region 4B under Pakanan. Siguro, tanong ko lang kay Yusek Bernardo, ito bang, kasi may mga ilang distrito na nabanggit ko, no, titignan mo, ang lilit nung NEP nila, biglang lolobo. No, may nangyari sa Sibuyan, meron din sa ibang probinsya na mukhang doon nagkaroon ng parking na tinatawag. So, pareho-pareho ba itong scheme na ito nangyari doon in selected districts no, na talagang lumobo? Ganito rin ba nangyari? At nandito ba yung mga substandard and ghost projects?
Mr. Chair, tungkol po sa substandard projects, I cannot, wala po akong masasabi doon kasi doon po sa kalakaran ng binabanggit ko sa inyo kanina na meron pong nagbebentahan or nag-aalok ng proyekto, nangyayari po yun ang pagkakaalam ko. But definitely doon po sa substandard or ghost projects, wala na po akong kwan doon hindi na po nasusubaybayan. I think that even the proponent themselves cannot track the implementation of the projects. Kasi nga po, basta na-release lang po yung pondo, meron na pong, kumbaga, nagkakaroon na po ng transaction doon, basta po na-release na yung pondo. So, whether naging ghost po yun or hindi or what, yung pong proponent or whoever, maaari po ay hindi na po nila alam yun. Yun po, Mr. Chair.
So sige, huli na lang. RD, no, bago ko iwanan to, no, I still have 3 minutes. Yung high tone and yung high tone construction in Sunwest, no, familiar ka dahil ulitin ko lang, familiar ka dito sa dalawang construction corporate kasi karamihan or bulk, the majority of the big projects na nakakuha sa iyong region ay sa dalawang korporasyon na ito. Familiar ka sa dalawa?
Your Honor, familiar ako because they are part of the top 15. But again, Your Honor, since that contractor is also the subject of the pending case against me, I respectfully invoke my right against self-incrimination.
Okay na yan. Basta alam mo, syempre familiar ka. Alam mo rin ba na kay itong pag-aari ni Saldico ito? You may or may not answer, pero alam mo bang ito yung
No, Your
pag-aari
Honor.
ni Congressman Saldico?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Anyway, siguro move tayo. I'll just reserve the others for my second round. Pero yung po sa wrong coordinates total na pag-usapan kanina, siguro pwedeng sagutin ni Yusek Bernardo, Yusek Bisnar. So ito po ay sadya at this was deliberate para po maitago ba yung mga ghost projects or substandard? Ito ba ano ba ang rason bakit nagkaroon ng deliberate submission of wrong coordinates?
Mr. Chair, again po, no, whether it was deliberate or not, we cannot really answer on behalf of the ones who submitted. Pag ito po ay mga naabutan lang po namin. Ang amin lang pong ginawa ay yung factual by checking the coordinates and yung actual na location. But as to the intention in submitting, we cannot answer po, Mr. Chair.
So kanina nabanggit nyo, no? So just to confirm, ilan po yung projects na confirmed na sa buong imbestigahan nyo, ilan lang yung ghost and lodged under wrong coordinates? Ilan yung total? Pwede rin si Yusek Besnar, parang siya yung
Mr. Chair, we will have to await the final number from the ICI, no, until we finish this validation. Again po, we are still finalizing the list. Ayaw po namin magbitaw na salita na baka mamaya po ay makuryente po kami. So we are finalizing and within, as soon as practicable, we will release the list with the corresponding results of wrong coordinates and ghost projects, Mr. Chair.
So paano po yung iba ron? May mga nandun din sa list ng